After 20 years of marriage, you tend not to think that something as trivial as a simple betrayal could wreck your life. Sure, I had seen other people go through it, but it never really hit home for me, and I was honestly relieved about that. When Avery and I were younger, even before our son was born, I used to be jealous of just about anyone who even looked at her. She was stunning, smart, funny, with a certain kind of beauty and a spark in her eyes that always had me in awe. But as time went on, Avery became the picture-perfect wife, giving me no reason for jealousy, and I finally breathed easy. Still, I figure if I didn't stray when I was 20, I definitely wouldn't at nearly 50. In September, we celebrated our 20th anniversary, and we both sort of exhaled in relief. Our son was all grown up now, studying at the university, even working part-time to get some distance from us. It was a bit sad, sure, but at the same time, Avery and I were entering this new chapter, like a second honeymoon. I still looked at her with admiration and desire. She hadn't lost her spark. Still curvy, still beautiful. I honestly couldn't understand those who complained about a lack of intimacy with their wives. That wasn't our situation. "Dad, I'm going to need the car tomorrow." My son Aiden interrupted my thoughts. "Why?" I asked. "Just need it for work," he mumbled, looking away. "Okay, no problem. Just let your mom know and make sure she doesn't have anything planned. Wait, we're going to take the car in for a checkup next week." We had 2 cars, a family car and mine. The family one was mostly used by Avery, though recently Aiden had started borrowing it more often. He didn't need it much, though, so I had planned to put off the inspection. After all, he was young. Maybe he had a girl to take somewhere. A week later, I was standing in line for an inspection, grumbling as I rifled through the cluttered glove compartment, hunting for the car documents. My wife and son had both told me they were in there, but I hadn't bothered to check right away. Something fell out, but I didn't pay it any mind. Eventually, I found the papers I was looking for, and as I picked up the scattered mess on the floor, I was surprised to see that what I grabbed was a condom. I couldn't help but chuckle, tossing it back into the glove compartment as I glanced under the seat, just in case there was another one lurking around. Right? Sure enough, there was an empty wrapper under the chair. I tossed it out and made a mental note to have a word with Aiden about keeping the car tidier. That night at dinner, I decided to share my discovery with my wife. Guess what I found today? Our son's been using the car for more than just driving around, I said with a grin. "What do you mean?" she asked, looking up from her plate. "You know, in a straight line. Doesn't it remind you of when we were young, having fun in the car when our parents weren't around?" "Did you see it yourself?" Avery sounded genuinely curious. I'm sure she was wondering why our son hadn't introduced us to any girls yet. "No, thank God. I found the condoms in the glove compartment," I said with a shrug. Avery nearly choked on her food and rushed to get a glass of water. "Don't dwell on it," I added quickly. "You think so?" she asked, clearly trying to process what I just said. "Of course. There's probably nothing. He's probably embarrassed. And who knows, maybe it happened by accident." I kind of agreed with her reasoning. It didn't seem like the right time to make a big deal of it, so I figured I wouldn't bring it up again unless I saw more evidence. A week later, though, my wife called to tell me her tire had been punctured and the car was being towed to the repair shop. I went to pick her up after the inspection, and as I checked the glove compartment again, I noticed something. There were no more condoms stashed away. Felt like a small victory. "Son, I started a conversation that evening when Aiden unexpectedly stayed home. Did you break up with your girlfriend?" I asked. "Which one?" he replied, looking puzzled. "You have more than one?" I chuckled. "I don't have a girlfriend at all, so I don't really get what you're asking. Why the questions?" "Well, I found a condom wrapper under the seat here. Looks like you forgot it. So I figured you've got a girlfriend. But if that's not the case, at least you're doing well protecting yourself." Wait, what kind of condoms? What are you talking about?" "Just the usual ones, son, in the glove compartment, under the seat." His eyes went wide with surprise, and maybe a little bit of horror. I never keep them in the car. They're always with me just in case. His silence said more than any words could. "Although, no, can't be. Not your mom. Are you sure, son? Unfortunately, yes. That conversation with my son left a bitter taste. The disappointment was thick in the air between us. I didn't wait long to bring it up with my wife. Who is he? I asked, not even waiting for Aiden to leave the room. Who, your lover? Who is he? The moment I said it, she burst into tears, slumping over as if she had aged years in an instant. Julian, our new employee. I've been supervising him for 2 months now. We go out to the sites together, show them to clients. I honestly don't know how it happened. It was just 2 times. Nothing serious. Just for fun. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I didn't go back home for the next couple of weeks, needing space to process everything and make sense of it. 20 years of marriage, just like that. Gone. Eventually, I decided to leave before I did something I'd regret. Does Aiden live with you now? Avery asked, barely looking up when I came to grab my things. No, he rents an apartment. She didn't press further about him. I didn't think he'd want to talk to her anytime soon, and honestly, I didn't support her try and make things right with him. She was his mother, but she wasn't blameless. It was a mess. In one fell swoop, Avery had shattered everything we built, and now on top of that, she had to face the fact that her own son, the one person who should have been closest to her, despised her for it. So guys, if you all like today's story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.